Gypsy. Miss him already? Missed him.
0 for 1! Conventionals!
Didn't I say put a hook set in here? Unbelievable, Campbell. That's all. Everybody, this is Ben Scherg from Hookset Tip-Ups. Hey, thanks for inviting us out to the challenge today.
No problem at all, guys.
Tell us about the Hookset Tip-Ups.
Well, the Hookset Tip-Up was designed to set the hook for you when the fish bites. I've been fishing with tip-ups since I was 5 years old, and the one thing that always bugged me was getting over to a flag that you've waited a couple hours for, and when you get there, the fish is already gone.
Just like what happened already on great, yeah.
So,
and a couple cuss words come off too.
Well, my belief is if you set the hook immediately, like you can with a rod in your hand, you're going to hook up on many, many more fish. And the results last year had proved it. We hooked up on somewhere around 80 to 90% of the fish that bit, as compared to you know, the 30 to 50% you get with conventional tip-ups. So,
well, that's what we came out to see today. Do you need one of these old-fashioned depth finders?
Yeah, we can take a look at what kind of depth we're dealing with here first.
Now we've already cussed VHS out already, so no, this hole's clean. No weeds in this one at all.
No weeds in that one. I see the depth finder coming back up on the Vexillor. So what I typically do is set it about 18 inches to 2 feet off the bottom. So
even if you have a lot of weeds around. Now wait a minute, before you keep spinning that, show us how to rig these babies, because they're a little bit different than our old beaver dams and our old windlass. There's a few tricks to it.
Now what I always recommend is that people put the bait on the hook before they set this mechanism. Because the last thing you want to do is get a hook that catches your finger if this thing goes off on you. So we grab a minnow here. I didn't eat much breakfast this morning, so I like to do a little bit of tail biting. Settles the minnows down a little bit. Hook them right through the back. They can struggle
just as much, but they can't swim around as much.
Absolutely. Okay. So you lower this down into the hole like you would with any other tip-up you've ever used.
What about, you gonna put a sinker on it all, or?
Nope. Typically I let the minnow just swim around. It looks more natural. You know, my impression has always been put as little as possible down the hole that doesn't look natural, and it's gonna help you get more flags.
Do you want to use a bobber at all to set the depth at all, or?
Yeah, we can throw that on there. There we go. Now all you do to set this is get your depth set where you want it, set the tip up in the hole. Now what we've got is 3 notches on this side of the main rod and a small pin right up here. You simply push down, engage that pin in any of the notches that make sense for the type of species you're going for, and you set the flag. This Hookset tip up is now locked and loaded. Now when a fish strikes and takes out any line, it's going to move this pin back into the slide, up the mechanism pops. It sets the hook for you and then allows the fish to freely take out line until you get there to pull it in. Let's make sure we got our depth right, which we're looking good. Put this back in the hole, get her set. And all we need is some cooperation from the fish. Ready?
Go. Just keep going.
Looky there. Nice little bitty pike. Now what you're going to notice when you catch a fish on these things is where they're hooked. Now typically every fish is going to be hooked right in the edge of the mouth or right in the corner of the mouth. Now as you see here, this pike is hooked right there. That hook is going to very easily come out of this fish like so. And now this fish being small, not real good for eating, is going to be healthy. When I let him go, he's going to bite and fight another day. Off you go, buddy. Tell you what, gentlemen, 4 flags, 4 fish. Can't ask for any better than that.
Great.
Grab me a minnow, please.
Stay with us. We're staying at the Windrift Resort out on Lac Vieux des Airs. Today we're at the Hookset Tip-Up Challenge. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break and eat some elk, eat some deer, and come back and catch some more pike. Right?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Oh, good.
You want some of this? How about this? What about this? How about this? If a relaxing vacation is on your mind, give Apple Vacations a call. On the Water Adventures visited the Melia Azul Resort Ixtapa this spring, and to put it mildly, it was fantastic. Whether the beach is your thing, fishing on the Pacific Ocean, or just taking the kids to a safe and enjoyable destination, the Melia Azul Resort Ixtapa is a great place in a tropical setting to visit. Log on to applevacations.com or call your local travel agent and book your dream Apple vacation today. Apple Vacations is the official travel provider for On the Water Adventures.
The Hookset tip-up is extremely easy to set up. We push down and turn to engage it in any of those 3 notches, set the flag under the T-bar. Now when that fish bites, the spring decompresses and sets the hook firmly into the mouth of the fish.
The Hookset tip-up has the highest hookup percentage. How often does your tip-up hook up?
Hookset tip-ups are available at hooksettip-up.com, Gander Mountain, Shields All Sport, Sportsman's Warehouse, and select Mills, Fleet Farm, Wisconsin stores.
Out here, a man's gear better stand up. This Reynolds fella, good example of that. Divides his time hunting, roping, and makes his living fishing. Always after the big ones, crappie, bass, or redfish. He's partial to vicious fishing lines. Cast easy, resist abrasion, sensitive to the slightest strikes. Time to get vicious. Reckon? I'm gonna need a bigger net.
When fishing Lac Vieux des Airs, stay at the Windrift Resort on Misery Bay, the only resort on the north shore of Lac Vieux des Airs. Check them out at www.windriftresort.com or call for reservations at 906-544-2262.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir.
You get here, he's already hooked, baby.
Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright.
Another little northern.
Tiny tots
Hook right in the bottom of the mouth. Right in that corner still.
That makes it 7 for 7 today.
And I think that's pretty good by anybody's estimation.
7 for 7 on
Hook
that.
really easily
0 for
comes
1
out.
on the old style. Yep. Yeah, the only hit we got on the other convention that we lost.
Yep. There we go, boys. Up. Yeah.
Part
down the hole.
of the day, baby.
There you go.
Well, it's like nothing. I mean, it's there.
Gotta get some size on them.
You know, and I was just always so sick of coming to tip-ups and seeing empty flags when we got there, you know?
Pike are one thing, but even worse are trout.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of brown trout fishing last year, and Andy can attest to the fact that they're a real hard fish to catch. He's from up in Door County.